I feel like I've been waiting for this game for so long that time has become meaningless. Pun not really intended, but I've noticed it as soon as I've said it. I can't even remember. Is this a game that's had a Kickstarter that I backed? Or a game that was going to have a Kickstarter that hasn't come out yet? Or... I don't know. I don't know. But it feels like I've been following the devs on social media for years at this point. Which isn't a criticism, by the way. Games take time to make. I just hope this is decent. So this is the Being and Becoming playtest, which you can request access for on Steam. I don't think it's available on other platforms. I could be wrong on that. I'll see if I can check somewhere. Don't know where I check, but I'll see. It's the 20th of January today. I know a lot of people will be playing Mio or the Last Faith's new DLC. I will be playing said DLC after this because I've heard a few things about Mio that really don't interest me. And I've been kind of turned off a game that I was already on the fence about. But we'll see. I don't have time to do much with it now anyway because it's my birthday tomorrow. So, or today, I suppose, depending on when I put this video out. This might come out on my birthday. 21st. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let's become and be. Let's check our... That's interesting. Full screen windowed, but only those two resolution options. Which would be fine if it weren't for the fact that I'm playing at 4K. Which of these is going to be sharper? I don't think it makes any difference. So we'll stick it on 1440p. Heal, dodge, anchor attack, sword attack, jump. That's a pretty Spartan set of controls. Let us game new. Straight in. Now, for those of you who have been with the channel for a while, it's not likely to surprise you why this game caught my eye. Press L2 to consume a blood charge to restore the one full chain link of health. To restore the one full chain link. To restore one full chain link? Do we need the there? Don't know. If the one full chain was a proper noun. Anyway. You can only store up to 3 blood charges at any given time. Blood is replenished by hitting enemies with the Exalted Axe and Cleaver and saving at save points. Our faith makes us well again, even in the face of death. Okay, so top right? No, that's not how directions work. I've had a really rough day, alright? Top left corner, we have chain. There we go. So we have restored a link in the chain. There is a weird thing floating behind us. I like the fact that the light radius, and you can clearly see there is one, is quite subtle. Is this scaling right? Yes, there we go. OBS was being weird. We've got no attacks or anything at this point. Left at the start. Drop through platforms. I was making a comment, wasn't I? I was talking about the reason why many of you would surmise that this is a game I'd be interested in. It is, of course, the artwork. Hello?
Where are we?
Where are we?
Hell, would be my best guess.
Oh, there is voice acting.
I thought we were all safe before drowning.
If you're braver than me, you can take a look around this temple and tell me if you feel safe.
I suppose I'll have to find that answer for myself. I remember falling alongside the sisters of my convent. The Anchors. Have you seen a little girl come through here?
I expected a ladder out of here, but it turns out hell has an elevator. I've seen others leave out that way, so that might be your best chance at finding your girl. I can tell you I've been out there, and I don't mind just biding my time here. If you want to fight those horrors out there like the others, that's your business.
Okay. Settings. Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum. Oh. Uh-oh. We back? Whoa, that was really weird. Right, did that actually save? It did. So we should have much louder dialogue volume. So we have actual voice acting. Interesting. Right, I assume we are looking for our weapon. Oh. That didn't make me jump. No, that was you. That was you that made jump. I didn't jump at that. Don't know what you're talking about. Huh. Since the screen went wibbly, it was an encoding issue. For whatever reason, God knows why there's an encoding issue with a 2D game. The frame rate seems to have kind of oh dear. Oh dear. Oh! It's because it is on full screen. That's what happened. It tried to change the desktop resolution. Okay, we're back. We're back. That looks better. Well, no, it doesn't look better. It feels better. Otherwise, still... Huh. Now, obviously, this is a playtest. So, I'm not expecting this to be perfect, smooth, finished, any of that kind of stuff. Fortunately, it is a Unity game. Let's see, can I get frame rates on? This might work. This has not worked. Okay. Frame rate, frame rate, frame rates. Huh, okay, that still hasn't worked. Can I... Ah, there's Steam's frame rates. That'll do. Oh, no. Well, now we've got both. Oh! Oh, I see. no wonder we were getting encoding issues if it is trying to run at 600 frames a second. That is not quite 240 tops. Will that fix that? There we go. Okay. Oh, that's weird. You can't see the Steam one. Oh well. You can now see. You can see the game one. Anyway. Right. Didn't actually try going right, did we? I mean, considering it was running up at... I can't get through there. Considering it was running at 600 plus FPS, it's... Huh. This might be one of those games that I have to move the monitor slightly back for. I really like the art. Oh, come now. There's clearly something hidden behind there. We come now. Can't get through there either. I always really like seeing how different... This is an incredibly weird thing to find interesting, but this is me. You clicked on the video, so... I always find it really interesting seeing how games deal with the jumping up and down transition. You know, going through doors left and right. Easy. Straightforward. Even I can do this and have it feel good, and have done. You know, in both Unity and Godot, which are the two engines that I've tried little bits of really shitty programming with. Certainly not claiming expertise, but I can do this. I can do this actually in two different ways. In Unity, with different rooms, or with a single room with two different virtual cameras. Yes, there is actual brain just about here. Going up and down, however, is a more complex process depending on whether you are using physics or not, or so on and so forth. You know, how are those transitions working? Going down, usually pretty straightforward. Going up, less easy. For a complete novice, that is. Yeah, for anybody with even vague experience, it's fine, I'm sure. But for me,
I'm sorry, but I don't think there's anything I can do to help you.
I have fought a good fight. I have kept the faith. I am already being poured out like a drink offering, and the time for my departure is near.
Nice.
Your fight is over. Rest now.
Please, take these to continue
My
the
buttons.
fight and bring my torment to an end.
Oh. Okay, so that's one way of getting it. The Exalted Axe and Cliff. I really like this pixel art. I will say though, that's a little bit blurry. But again, it's because we don't have a 4K option for resolution. It's got 1080p or it's got 1440p. It might be that a 1080p option looks crisper depending on how it's scaled, because obviously 1080p to 4K is a base integer, whereas 1440p to 4K is not, I think, because you can fit 4 1080p screens on a 4K screen. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, it's 1920 by 1080, so 3840 by 2160. So 2 across, 2 down. I'll try that in a second. Press square to do an attack combo. These are fast weapons. The fact that it says the Exalted Axe and Cleaver are fast weapons taken multiple times with each attack kind of implies that we might get other weapons. Each attack with this weapon only will add blood towards your blood charges. So you have to use this to stock up on your healing. Press R1, that's not quite aligned properly, to parry attacks just before they land. If done successfully, enemies will be temporarily stunned. If mistimed, you will take damage but not back. Oh, R1? Oh, we can't rebind those. Ha. Neither of those are helping. Yeah, okay, that needs sorting. There's no point these days releasing a game that doesn't have 4K scaling. And also, obviously, you are going to need control rebindings. Oops. Oh, you can't see that anyway. There's me accidentally bringing up a conversation that I've been having. Let's enable Steam input and let us swap right bumper and left bumper. There we go. Parry is L1. It just is. Oh. Something seems to have broken with... Something seems to... No, something seems to have broken with jumping by enabling Steam inputs. Disabling Steam inputs works normally. Put it back on, Steam input, unless I've changed something with the X button. Actions, regular press. No, so that's buggered. Okay, but again, playtest. That's kind of the point. So Steam input actually is breaking things. So this is using native DualSense support. So I just need the ability to customize my controls, please. Training dummy or thing with purpose? Okay, so R1 for parry. That's gonna... You do get a little bit of extra momentum. Right, doesn't feel like there's any impact on that stuff with the door. We need a little bit of kickback on that. You got it on this. When you're hitting that stuff, just didn't get it for the door. Also, I saw a map. Let's check out the map. It's very basic. It can zoom in and out, and that's basically it so far. We've got no other tabs. Elevator? Or not? Ah, shortcut. Is this actually a thing that I can use? Doesn't look like it. Apart from these slight issues that we've been having, controls are generally very snappy. Press D-pad up to rest with the sanctuary. Within the sanctuary? Save your game, refill your healing charges, and restore your health to full. Just as you are about to die, a mysterious force will save you and return you. Healed fully. Will return you, healed fully, to the last safe haven you visited. Saving will cause all enemies to respawn. The world? No, that's not what that says, is it? The word is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. Oh, that's nice. I like that. See the parallax inside the window. Although it should be noted that I'm going to call it a fountain is a little bit juddery. Can you see it wobble slightly? That's a parallax smoothing issue. The background is fine, I think. It's just that this... Oh! That's really cool. And surprised me. Maybe that's why it's slightly weird. Yeah, it's got sound effect, but it doesn't feel like it's got impact. Go up. Don't know what that is. Let's go find out. I do like having little breakable things all over the place. I always generally appreciate that. Okay. So we have slide tunnels that need breaking.
The word helps those who help themselves. I'm not sitting here to die again. You must help me clear the blockage on the organ pipes. I vaguely remember doing something like this to escape before. I'm in no state to do it myself, unfortunately, but I have done the preparation if you simply activate the sea mines.
I can take it from here. Thanks for doing the hard part.
The sea mines. Well, we have sea. I'm assuming it wasn't just that one.
Please, you must hurry. I'm still serious.
No, see, there's another section up there. What? Not a breakable wall. Huh. It looks like there should be some way of grabbing those or moving them. But we don't have it yet, so I'm assuming we're going to get it through here. Oh, the little crumbly platforms are nice. It's got little bits of 9 Years of Shadows. No, 9 Years of Shadows. There's always an S on the end of that, and I've always messed it up. Colour usage. Not entirely sure why I didn't grab that. Huh? Oh, that does work. I am a bit confused by that. Hello, enemy. Don't know what you are. I'm going to fall onto the spikes. This music is very chill. Yeah, not entirely sure why that one was so... Oh, that's that thing in the background. Oh, okay, so you have an air parry. Yeah, considering this is running at 200 plus FPS, it does feel a little bit jittery. I suspect, having played many a playtest and demo in my time, that it could be the Unity camera stutter. Hello?
Who are you talking to?
Oh,
The narrator?
always think aloud while I work. Anyway, I
Anyway.
heard about you within the words prophecy. You are the valiant protector of the Anchoress, are you not, sister?
Suppose I am. What's it to you?
Well, you're as charming as I'd read. Anyway, how about we get you a map to help you on your journey to find the Mother Superior and... Shut up! She's not that part of the prophecy yet. Oh, right. I mean, find the Anchoress.
Uh-huh.
For a small fee, of course.
Okay. Purchase a map of the area. Sure.
It is good to see there are those who can still buy and sell things at a time like this. Quite the economy. Best of luck with your quest. I will be reading about you with great anticipation.
You're seeing the issue here, right? You can just about make out the fact that it has grayed in, so to speak, some rooms. You know, there's a little bit there. You can just see it over the blue line. The problem is that you've grayed it in on a grey background. See, you can see it on the moon symbol over to the right. You probably should have noticed that, I would have thought. Ooh, hold on. Right, we're not getting that way because we need a slide. Oh. Oh, okay, that was subtle and could potentially... I think that might be a little bit too... inconspicuous is the word I'm searching for. I think that might be a bit too inconspicuous. R2 to slide. Yes. Whoop. That feels nice. Death to this world, to its passions. While alive, we are dead. Though living in the flesh, we do not live for the flesh. If you shall love the world, then you shall perish with it. The blood of the covenant calls to me, whispers sweetly for release. Our will swells to meet its calling, an ebb and flow of the blood tide of the faithful. And when our bodies wash ashore, we will be reborn in the surf of the living waters. I do love me some slightly pretentious sounding lore. I screwed that up. This is a minor nitpick, but one I shall express because this is a playtest and I assume this is the entire point. I am not generally a big fan of when the currency you get from an enemy just sprays all over the place and you have to run around to chase it down. Especially when some of it seems to fall through platforms and some of it doesn't. This was not an air dash. Oh, there we go. It's purpled them in. It just didn't show on the initial map screen. That's alright. Oh. Did I just pull a thing out of the background? A piece of hearts. Collect 4 for an extra link on your chain, I'm assuming. Whoop. Okay, there is a cooldown on the... parry. Oh. Parry mechanics. Parry mechanics in the air. Oh, that's screwed up, and I've just jumped into it because I'm bad. Reward? No reward. Coming off the back of Katama, where you get a reward for each of the lock-in arenas that you do, this feels unrewarding. Oops. I failed to press the button then. Yeah, I think it's the camera jittering that's throwing me. In some ways, the camera feels might sluggish. Huh. Well, we're not getting up there, are we? Hold on. Nope. Huh. Okay, so maybe this isn't an immediate goal, it's a slightly longer term goal? Let's see if we can find any other slidey holes to get through. Is it the camera or is it the parallax? It's one of the two, and to be honest, they're kind of the same thing in some respects, so it shouldn't really need differentiating. I mean, it does in terms of programming, obviously. See, there's another mine. So I feel like we have to do something with them. Enemies could do with a flash or something when they're about to attack. Comes out quite quickly. Although I suppose we have... I should probably check whether this gives us iframes. Nothing down there. Yeah, you can see the camera jerk along after you slide. Huh. I'm getting a sense of I've missed something. Something that hasn't been signposted properly or clearly? Aha! Yeah. Either the parallax or the camera feels a little bit like it's chugging along. It's not moving smoothly. And you can tell from the way the frame rate's jumping about all over the place. I found a thing. The steadfast anchor. This anchor sunk us into the dream, yet it holds our hope. A hope both sure and steadfast, and one which enters within the veil. Press triangle to attack the anchor. It's a slow attacking weapon that reduces enemies' stamina. When the stamina is completely depleted, smaller enemies will be launched into the air. Oh, yes. Yes, it is slow, isn't it? Oh. Nice. What? Oh. Oh, bye. Woohoo! Huh. Not used as part of a combo. Yes. Ugh, wibbly eyes. Oh, I could do with healing. Do that. Oh, damn it! R1. It's completely the wrong button, I tell thee. Aha! Obvious secret wall is obvious. Okay, timing on that is different. Blatch! Woohoo! Oh, you survived. Hello, thing. Grace Remnant. That's quite blurry, isn't it? That's a scaling issue. Again, we need a 4K rendering option. Leave behind a lingering image of a launched enemy. Any damage dealt to that image will be transferred to the actual body of the launched enemy. Okay. Oh. Oh, grab the... If I cannot reliably grab onto one of these things, it will cause frustration. That's an interesting little accessory, though. Oh, that's quite interesting. I quite like that. You get to a stage if you play as many metroidvanias as I do. But there comes that sense of, I've seen all this before. When's the game going to do something new? That's reasonably different. Yeah, I don't feel confident jumping onto and off of those things. Maybe it's better with the D-pad. Ahaha! Possibly could have done with a little bit more screen shaking stuff there. Is this somewhere I've been? No, this is a different... Double jump next. This is going to sound like me being quite moany, but the kind of juddering of the camera is starting to hurt my eyes. Yeah, you can see it. I was going to say, there's got to be something hidden in the corner somewhere. Wouldn't give us a pit otherwise. Oh god, it's really... That's a lot of spikes. Background's gorgeous. See, that was really inconspicuous. I feel like we need a bit more in terms of, hey, look, here's the wall jump that you could maybe have missed. When colliding with a wall, you will begin to slide down it. If you slide down far enough, you may find things just out of sight from above. Press X while sliding to jump away, jump between walls to climb to higher areas. We were cast down into the depths. Now we rise to judge our persecutors. That feels good. Can we infinite wall jump? We can't jump up a solo wall. And you do need to press into the wall in order to trigger it. I think. Yeah. Now get up here. Trying. No. No, okay, they've made them just far enough apart that you can't do that. Oh, I was wondering where I was going from there. It's like there's a climby thing. Oh, we got some platforming. Nope. Damn it, I was doing well at there as well. I was almost starting to think I could be good. Like that, I can't. I think I need an air dash for that. Okay, does that just take us round to the start of the room? Yes, it does. One thing I am noting is that there's only really been one save point. Oh, there's a... I like the fact that we get a little flashy outline to show us that we're really hurt. It's less obnoxious than a big screen-filling effect. There obviously is a screen-filling effect. Everything's got a slight red haze to it. We've been up there, haven't we? I think. What was the save point symbol? Is it this way? Aha! Okay, for my eyes' sake, I'm going to take a quick break. So far, so decent, but that screen shuddering is not very good. More shortly. I mean, when I say shortly, I mean straight after this cut. Right, we are back. And we have things what to do. There's a way up. Right, we need to break some walls, don't we? That was what we got. Let's pretend that I pressed the jump button there, and that was the... Oh, we got the wall jump as well. Two. Uh-huh. Ding, 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 ding! No sound effects.
Please, you must hurry. I'm still serious.
Oh, that's a really big leap. Oh, we're on an elevator. I hadn't noticed. I realised that.
The word. Shamefully,
Is he going to turn into a boss?
But having you show up like this has renewed my faith. The word truly is looking out for us. We can finally get out of here and get some help. Oh, I can kiss you if we weren't stuck in these suits.
Oh, without my consent.
Though I appreciate the gratitude, we can save the kiss until we get out of this nightmare. And maybe a little longer after that.
Burn.
Fair enough. I wish I could remember what's at the top. I can remember that I activated this before, but... What is that?
What the? You're going to get stabbed. Oh, dear. Boss time. I was expecting a boss. Ah. Oh, I am noting some attacks keep going through me. Pretty easy. Why has it got a weird metronome? Really like the pixel arts. I speak in a lot of videos about the congruity of pixel art, how having art where everything seems to have essentially been drawn by the same artist, even though often it isn't, really adds to it. You know, this is something that Blasphemous and Blasphemous 2 did so well. And Soldiers, for that matter. You know, I will talk a lot of shit about Soldiers because of what it could have been versus what it ended up as. But the pixel art in that game is still some of the best I've ever seen. And obviously games like Symphony of the Night and all of the old school snares and NES and so on and so forth, you know, they had to work with congruous artwork because they had such limited screen sizes and capability to work with. Whereas in 2026, you have to decide on a pixel resolution before you really start kind of prettying up your game. And here we have got... I really like how that shines the gold up when you move the... That's nice. So yeah, we've got this really kind of tight pixel art, which I appreciate. I've no idea how long this playtest is.
You are now but a perishable body. Flesh and blood cannot inherit my kingdom. You were once a martyr for me. Cast yourself into the stained glass to awaken and become imperishable, preserved for eternity within my word.
What? Didn't have a choice.
It seems that the monarch still protects you. You must have made a deal with him to deny your place within my prophecy. I see.
Okay. He doesn't sound massively happy about that, does he? One thing that I will note, I mentioned in the first part that grabbing onto these was a little bit flaky. I think it might only have been that one or perhaps the fact that I've swapped over to using the D-pad when I was using...
At will, I can peel back the curtain and rewrite your minor role within the story of this world. Any progress you make is because I have either allowed it or directly dictated it. If you would forsake me, then I shall remove you from my prophecy, and you shall cease to be. Stuck here for eternity, until you succumb to despair, and beg to be remade in my image, and used as I see fit.
Forgive me.
The word grows stronger by the second, and my ability to fight back is waning. I have kept you and the rest of the faithful within this dream I have created, unable to be martyred, in order to deny the word the sacrifices he requires to manifest into the world and end all life.
Thus the being and becoming.
The word is to rewrite him. We can use the divine instruments of the ink found within Wormwood in the west, and a quill plucked from the feathers of Apollyon in the east. We are all currently slaves to fate, but I can offer you my mark of protection against the word. It should protect you at least long enough to find the ink and quill. Will you save yourself and the anchors by joining me in our rebellion against the tyranny of the word?
It seems like none of us have a choice but to fight against the word.
It says the narrator down there. So we've got dialogue attribution incorrect.
Look upon your hand for my mark.
It says the narrator again. This isn't the narrator though, is it? This is the monarch.
We will see an end to this nightmare, and the dream will once again be restored to its former glory as a paradise on earth.
Okay. So when it comes to being and becoming, we have a new area. So we need a feather from Apollyon to the east. That reminds me of little kind of Final Fantasy menu sounds. Let's go and see. A thing! Get over to that from that. Oof. Oh yeah, let's heal. Hello, thing. Lancet Blade. After striking an enemy with the exalted axe and cleaver, they will be marked for a short time, storing up additional bleed damage and the number of hits they receive during the mark's duration. Nice. I noticed it's got a cost slot. A slot cost. Cost slot. Oh, yes, they're there in the bottom right of the screen. I hadn't noticed them. That's on me. Yeah, the fact that all of this flies off and then we have to just drop down the screen to get it. I played a couple of games recently where, regardless of where you are, it just flies to you, and it's like, it's so simplistic in quality of life. It really does make me wonder why other games don't do it. I guess that's everything over here. Yeah. General impressions are very positive. I like the pixel art a great deal. And the weirdness of the world is, and the character actually, is entertaining. You know, I like its uniqueness. Hello?
Sister! Is that you? You look exactly the same as you had a decade ago when we were dropped into the dream. Where have you been?
A decade? It was only a few days ago that we were all falling into the dream. And you? Where is the starry-eyed child I once knew?
I would have died long ago had it not been for the gift the Word granted me. I was far too young when I arrived within the Third Temple. My blessed heart has kept me protected from the corrupted faithful.
I never received any gift. I fought tooth and nail for everything I have. Never mind that now, Angus. We have to get you out of here to safety.
I'm going to make my first point of major criticism here. The direction or the voice acting, I do not think is bringing out the best in this writing. I would put money on the fact that these two voice actors have never been in the same room. Certainly weren't in the same room for this. And you can tell with the back and forth that they are, and I could be wrong, but I think you can tell with the back and forth that they're recording the dialogue independently. It doesn't sound like they're flowing naturally in terms of tone or intonation from one another. And the reading of that line that we've just said, I never received any gift. I fought in tooth and nail for everything I have. Never mind that now. We have to get you out of here safely. You know, even my atrocious reading of it just then was, I think, truer to the actual intention of the line than what we got. Now, remember, I'm not criticising the voice actor. I'm criticising the direction the voice actor was given. It's up to the direction to explain context, how it's part of a conversation. And this always, always, always works better if you have got the people that are conversing in the same place so that they can bounce off each other in terms of how they deliver the lines. This might not be feasible, but it is noticeable.
I haven't seen anyone else from the convent yet. I will follow you within the protection of my blessed heart.
That should be a full stop, not a comma after yet. Something about this NPC looks off. And I'm pretty certain it's because she's got a black outline. Which nothing else does. Now, it's possible that there is a reason for that. Maybe she's supposed to stand out in a slightly weird way. But as it is, she kind of looks like she's from a different game. Yeah, just take a look at every single thing on this screen here. Not a single thing, not even this lever in front of us, which has a darker outline, but it's not black. Yeah, there's nothing on this screen with a black outline. Certainly not as black as hers. Even the actual blacks are, I think, mostly really dark grey. Although, to be fair, I have turned my OLED up slightly, brightness-wise. And that just goes back to what I was saying, like, literal minutes ago about congruity of pixel arts. To the best of my knowledge, we don't have a grapple hook yet, so... Nope. Oh, it's not a grapple hook. It's just a hold-on hook. I can't jump that height. Yes. Oh, dear Lord. Well, I feel a little bit better about that. I am in need of health. That's a death animation. Do we have any fall damage? Why did I not grab that? Again, if I cannot trust your platforming mechanics... we're going to have issues. Don't know whether our... do we leave something behind with our corpse? Nice animation on them. Oh, we can heal in the air. I think. Oh my god, what the fuck? What a design. Ow. The art reminds me a little bit of Time Spinners. In terms of its detail, not its style. Ugh. Yep, can heal in the air. Suspicious. Oh, the juddering of the camera is really hurting my eyes, even after taking a break. I've only played for another 20 minutes, and it's not the frame rate. The frame rate is, as you can clearly see in the top left-hand corner, the frame rate is fine. It's not a frame rate dependent thing. Got a lot of elevators here. yeah, really nice animations. High quality, lots of detail. Wonderful backgrounds.
Ah, the young anchoress and our newly consecrated sister. I'm so glad to see you both alive.
Okay, so she's got a black outline as well. Although,
What happened to you, Mother?
I have been remade in his image. I was elected Mother Superior of the convent for my grand vision. The Word recognized this and guided me to these divine instruments so that I may rewrite his prophecy in my image.
You are the one who taught me that pride goes before the fall. And now, all you've done is put a pretty coat of paint on a terrible mess. Your pride blinds you to the wisdom of the Word.
You were arrogant well before the world turned you into whatever this is, Mother Superior. Look down at your own reflection and see that the Word is not something to be worshipped. It is something to fear.
Fear the Word and rejoice with trembling. Sister, I can see the hate in your eyes has not dulled with time. I could see it even in the days of the convent.
this sounds like an upcoming boss fight, doesn't it?
Not let you get in the way of Providence.
Oh, okay. We've got dimension shifting.
Does the anchoress know just
Whoa.
how far you have gone to protect her, sister? I understand. You can see now how far I
Oh, that's really cool.
all our sisters.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn it. I slid into that. Oh. Oh, really? Oh, that's not good. That is... you know what I was saying about, oh, there's quite a lot of elevators? This is my worst fear. There's a load of elevators and platforming, and then you've given us a boss fight. And if we fail, we have to do it all over again. I very much hope that I have simply missed a save point. Because that is bad level design in my opinion. And again, if I've missed a save point, to be honest, if I've missed a save point coming up to a boss fight, that is still on you as a level designer. And I really do not feel confident with the game's controls in terms of grabbing onto those hooks points. Don't know if there was another route at the top of here. See if we can go right. Can't tell if there's anything down below us. There is not. Jeez, the juddering. Well, whatever that is, we can't get to. Is this a... No. Right, let's go up more and see if there was a save point further up. Yeah, right, that needs signposting. There is no way that we should get to the top of this run back and not save before heading right. There needs to be some kind of signpost, or it needs to be closer. It needs to be on screen when we hit the top of the elevator. The fact that you can miss that is bad level design. Now, especially with all the conversation that has been had recently about runbacks. Why have I still only got 2? Did it not actually save? Didn't actually save. So it's a case of you have to use it to open it up, and then you have to use it again to save. I 100% guarantee that there will be complaints about that if that's not changed.
Does the Anchoress know just how far you have gone to protect her, sister? I understand. You can see now how far I have gone for all our sisters.
Don't think there's anything I can do here, but I'm not 100% certain. Ow. But
once you found the Anchoress, you did not care to look for a single other sister of the convent. Would you care to explain why to her? Or should I?
oh, fuck's sake. I'm trying to watch too many things and try and see how much health I've got. We have got some input queuing, I noticed, during that fight. Don't know whether we're supposed to, but there definitely was. Why did that not work? There's no indication of where might be a safe space.
Does the Anchoress know just how far you have gone to protect her, sister? I understand. You can see now how far I have gone for all our sisters.
Okay, I don't think I'd actually... See, we don't have an air dash, so what am I actually supposed to do for that? Am I supposed to run away and wall jump it? God, this juddering is so bad. But the dev is aware of it. There are several people that have already posted on the FA, the bug shooting, troubleshooting and bug post. I wish there was something that we could do.
I understand. You can see now how far
In these sections.
for all our
No. Should have just tried to kill her. But I was looking at my health rather than her health bar. It feels like the enemy hitboxes could do with being a little bit kinder. Come on. Harry is unresponsive as well. And it looks like the heal has an actual cast time, so you have to hit it early so that we can let the admittedly very nice animation play out. That needs to be clearer, what attack she is doing.
Does the Anchoress know just how far you have gone to protect her, sister?
Is this just story?
You can see now how far I have gone for all our sisters.
I feel like if I had a way of hitting her. Ah, okay.
Once you found the Anchoress, you did not care to look for a single other sister master of the convent. Would you care to explain why to her? Or should I? But how? The word chose me! No, trust in the word with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. I have done his will, and now the prophet is one step closer
He's
to
meditating.
and caress. You will!
Nommed?
Another story ends, just as I had written it. Yours will end with my arrival into the dream and caress.
Just promise me you refuse whatever the word asks of you. The monarch has given us a
The anchoress just looks out of
I won't
place.
let you give your life to become a monster like the mother did.
I have already fled the presence of the word.
What? That was... Nautilus Dash. Press R2 while airborne to Nautilus Dash to the air. You are invulnerable to most melee attacks during a dash. Like a dream, he flies away. No more to be found. Banished like a vision of the night. I think we probably need some kind of animation to go with that there. Oh. Is this why the performance feels really weird? Because it's actually rendering 2 layers over everything. Let's see if there's anything to the left here before we continue. There is not. I mean, it's a super cool idea. Oh. But you can tell from the judder that it's just not. It doesn't feel right. Yeah, I think part of the problem is the fact that the anchoress just looks bigger than we are, like by a considerable degree. She looks chunky. I have no idea how much there is in this playtest, but as I said, this juddering is giving me a headache. I might actually have to leave it here until this gets fixed, because it's not pleasant. I really like that world stuff though. That's super cool. Huh. We can't dash climb up? Yeah, I wonder how it is. Didn't feel like there was much resistance on that. Got a thing! Another chain link piece? No. The monarch stole the martyrdom of the faithful to bring his own brand of salvation to the world. At first, it truly was the paradise that the word had promised, and it was the monarch who delivered it and saved the lives of all those whose cries for salvation were unanswered as their lungs filled with water. The word may not have answered any prayers, but he certainly did not let that insult stand. The word's presence within the dream began with a small seed, no larger than a mustard seed. Its roots cracked the very foundation of the dream. What has grown has taken over many parts of the dream. And now, with much weeping and gnashing of teeth, comes harvest and time for the reaping. The word has come to separate the wheat from the chaff. There's an awful lot of cliché in that. Bits of Shakespeare mingled in with rather tropey. Much weeping and gnashing of teeth comes harvest and time for the reaping. The word has come to separate the wheat from the chaff. That's very tropey writing. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool platforming. That didn't work right there, I don't think. Ugh. Don't know whether I want to go that way or... Might not have a choice. It doesn't look like I have a choice. No. Don't actually know where I'm going here. Am I going up? No. I guess this is the way. These little nubs at the bottom of the rooms on the map, I'm assuming, are ways back, or ways to different rooms. Wonder if we will get a way of shifting between. Doesn't seem like we can make any progress. Oh man, even the sliding makes the screen judder. Is there a way down? There is. Ooh, a thing. Oh. Oh, that's what those are. So So this gets rid of the doors. Okay, again, very cool. But definitely does explain some of the performance issues. I think just parrying them kills them. Oh. Oh God. Wait, is that thing in the middle walk-onable? Oh, it is. It's a platform. No. Oh, balls. This is really hard on the eyes. This is really cool, though. Yeah, the way we're coming in and out of these different realities, and you've got to... You've got to predict, and so on and so forth. Very, very cool. Like that as a mechanic. As I think I've probably said already, you know, the concept of the unique selling point. What does your game do?
Be not afraid. I seek only to assist you.
Don't get me wrong. You know, we've seen... Whoa!
Now that the Mother Superior has been unwritten from the Word, her changes to his prophecy are coming undone. The dream is fraying at its seams, and you are now seeing glimpses into the waking world. The world that the Word has nearly consumed. I can show you what future will come to pass if you do not find the divine instruments to rewrite the prophecy of the Word. For I know what has already been written.
Okay. Nice music. Wibbles. Okay. The Dreamcatcher, fabulous design, as it is presented there in the top left-hand corner, didn't look as good in the game because of how the shifting and scaling was working on it, and it looked like it was being screen torn, but it was only working on its face. My biggest concern is performance, and not the performance in the sense of frame rate, because the frame rate was okay. I think the issue is going... I mean, the fact that I can't get 240 FPS with a 4080 Super at 4K in a 2D game would normally concern me, but this is clearly not just a 2D game. This has clearly got a lot of different things going on, but those things were causing literal eye strain. So that's not great. The text for thank you for playing the demo and wishlist on Steam is blurry because it's not being rendered at native 4K. It's being rendered at, I can't remember whether I selected 1080p or 1440p in the end, but obviously it's not running at 4K. That needs fixing. In order to do that, I imagine the way the screen is juddering and stuff would probably get even worse if you didn't fix that first. So you need to kind of do both of those things at once. The voice acting has been fine. The voice direction has been subpar in places. The responsiveness of controls has been okay. It's better with the D-pad than it is with the left stick, especially as regards jumping on those vines or ladders or whatever we want to call them, the ropes. The wind up to the healing will take some getting used to. And as often happens, all of this stuff is in the top left-hand corner of the screen, so you've got to take your eyes off the action going on in the centre of the screen in order to see, do I actually have enough juice for healing and so on and so forth? Yeah, to be fair. But in terms of what does this game do differently to other games, well, we can't really claim that a dimension swapping, layering a thing like this is new, because it's not. I've played games that do this before. Can't remember off the top of my head what they were called. Unbound? I think it was Unbound did this. There have been several games that do this kind of things, switching back and forth. I think this has been kind of the prettiest implementation of this, and as I said, the pixel art is great, except I think for the Anchoress, who looks out of place, and the Mother Superior, who also had a black outline on her, which was weird because I don't know why. I think there needs to be that consistency. I don't understand why. And the Anchoress just looks like she's from Final Fantasy Tactics or something. She doesn't look like she belongs in this game. She's too plain in design, realistically, compared to the other outlandish things that we have seen and become. Haha, that was funny in my head. So there's a lot to like here, but oh my god, the juddering is horrible and needs immediate fixing. To the extent that I just don't think I would want to play this through again, even though I know there's probably stuff that I missed. I just don't feel that I want to touch it again until that is fixed. And that is not me saying that this is bad in any way, shape or form. I actually really quite like what this is going for. But oh my god, it hurts my eyes with the constant So get that fixed, even before worrying about resolution or what have you. Just get that fixed, and this will be a much more enjoyable experience. But as it is, I'm assuming the do I have the ability to turn on? I can't remember whether I got this set up. Have I just got it for... Oh god, it's been ages since I have used MSI Afterburner for anything. How do I turn on... on-screen display. Just want to turn... I'm sure there used to be an option for turning on frame time and stuff like that, but I haven't used it in months. Oh, mind you, doesn't Steam have its own these days. Something happened in the background there. Whatever reason, you can't see this, but I can at least get it set up. Performance monitor key. Show performance monitor. Let's put it on bottom left. Let's put full details on. And as I said, this won't capture for whatever reason. I think that's just broke it. Oh no, there we go. There we are. So obviously I'm on a flat image here, so it's not like I can really be demonstrating anything. Can I get back into... Oh. I really don't like it when playtests do that. Why just delete our save? I don't think I've got... Have I got frame pacing on here? I don't think I've got frame pacing on this set, have I? No, I'd need to put the Reaver Tuner ones on, and I can't remember how to do it because it's been... Oh, it's gone now. Was it gone? Oh, I've lost it. I don't know where it's gone. Is it open underneath somewhere? No, don't know. So yeah, if I can find out a way of doing it, I probably need to shut down the game and stuff. But yeah, I really wish I didn't have to play through the playtest again, just to get to the bits with the cool dual layered stuff to really test things. It's like that. That's not great, is it? For a playtest, really, if you want people to actually test things. So yeah, this has got some technical issues, but the world, the pixel art's wonderful. Apart from the Anchorers, who I think just is massively out of place. Combat feels fine. I think some enemies could do with better tells. But yeah, otherwise, so far so good. Don't know, do we have any information about how long the playtest is going on for, or any of that kind of stuff? Oh, we do have a page about the playtest. Fully voice acted. Feedback form. No, it doesn't really tell us. Doesn't tell us much of anything. So, cool ideas. Technical implementation needs some work. We'll check back again when the juddering has been fixed. Just FYI, for a last little chunk of that, I actually looked away from my monitor and played using the preview window in OBS because it is smaller. And whilst the judder was still there, the game being smaller actually helped my eyes cope with it a bit. So that's the extent that it was affecting me. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure for some people that won't have affected them anywhere near as much as me. I'm not massively sensitive to motion issues, but it was bad. So get that fixed up first of all, and then hopefully everything else will just slot into place. But so far, I mean, the metroidvania powers haven't been anything massively interesting, but the world switching, I think, is where it's going to be, and I can foresee Further down the line, we might get the ability to travel back and forth at will, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Very cool. Thank you for watching, folks. That has been my playtest experience with Being and Becoming. Request access for yourselves on Steam. I don't know if more people are being let in or what. I requested access to this a while ago, but I think it's live for everybody at this point. Have a great day. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.